My brother got me kicked out of the house so he could use my room as a game room, and now, years later, after discovering that I bought my own house, my parents are demanding that I give it to him. When I was younger, I lived with my mom, my stepdad, and my younger half-brother. My brother was always their favorite because my mom hated seeing me as I reminded her of my dad, whom she had cheated on, and for some reason, she blamed me for it. I was often ignored and left out. For years, I tried to ignore this and get by. But the situation became unbearable when I was about 14 years old. My brother was spoiled and always got what he wanted. He was really into video games, and over time, he started complaining that the house didn't have enough space for him to have his own game room, something he had seen somewhere and now wanted. My parents then started hinting that I should leave the house so my brother could use my room as his game room. At first, I thought they were joking since they often told me to leave the house and that my presence there was useless, but then I realized they were serious. They began pressuring me to leave, saying that I was practically an adult, and it was time to move on. I told them that I wasn't even old enough to have a job yet, had nowhere to go, and was far from being an adult. But as time passed, they decided it was time for me to go, and one day I came home from school to find all my belongings thrown on the sidewalk. It was incredibly tough. I had to go from shelter to shelter until an angel appeared and adopted me. She was a police officer who lived near the shelter where I stayed the most, and we got to know each other. A few months later, she took me to live with her and eventually adopted me. Honestly, if it weren't for her, I don't know how I would have managed to move forward. Years went by and I did my best to move on. I worked hard, studied, and saved enough money to buy my own house with my own business. I couldn't have done it without my adoptive mother for sure, as she financed my education and helped me pay to start my business. Now that things were going well for me, I also bought a house for her so she could get out of renting. However, when my biological family found out that I had bought a house, and a house for my adoptive mother, apparently because the guy who sold me the house was a friend of my family, everything got worse again.
If you want to watch the part 2, click on share and more.